We have a faux version of free will, not like an absolute version of free will. So I would agree with that. We have freedom of choice would be a more accurate description of what I would consider what we have. The freedom to choose between the options that present to us.
Okay, so there are a couple of different views he's describing here. First of all, lay of the land, logical space here, which is funny because earlier he said you can't say what atheists think unless you're an atheist. Well, he's just looking at the logical space right here. So don't get mad at me if I say, well, here's a logical space with respect. I don't believe all of these views. All right, there's radical libertarianism with respect to free will. The idea that there is nothing that influences your free will whatsoever. It's utterly free and doesn't have any restraints whatsoever. I think most philosophers, not because, let me say, I would say most philosophers don't think that that's true. Let's say that. There's also a view called compatibilism, with respect. So let's look at the other radical end of the spectrum first. Okay, utter radical libertarianism, nothing influences you, you're utterly free. Other end of the spectrum is radical determinism with respect to you have zero free will. I obviously don't think John's going there because he says that you have some sort of semblance of free will. Okay. What is left then is some version of those, or in the middle, compatibilism. The idea that determinism is true, but you are influenced by these things. Like you are in the causal chain of events with respect to the physical laws and of the world and so on. And cause and effect, cause and effect, cause and effect. Oh, it hits me and then I just affect, right? And that's compatibilism, but it still allows room for free will. I would have to put my own view somewhere in between radical libertarianism and compatibilism. The idea that I think radical libertarianism is way too radical, obviously, but I would still probably call my view would call it libertarian in the sense that we do have free will. It is real. It is possible to exercise that free will. But there are prior influences on me that constrain what my future possible potential choices are. And that's what he's describing here. So I wonder what his views actually are. To have to get him in a conversation and actually break it down and talk through it. But